told me when I was young, don't play with fire, be careful, son. But we were flames and fell in love. We burnt the cities down, down. Before you learned your lesson, you won't be lonely if you fall in love. Over and over again and again. My mother told me when I was young, we so inspired, sorry son. You won't be lonely if you fall in love. Over and over again and again. I'm living my life according to the law of attraction. It's like reaction. I never wanna die. I'm living that life with no direction. I thought you learned your lesson.
What is up, everybody? How's everyone doing today? A lot's going down tonight. A lot's going on tomorrow. College football playoffs are started. Bama's kicking Sooners' butt. 27-0 if you guys aren't watching the game. Thomas Munson, you're the real deal. You were waiting for us. Appreciate it. Guys, it's a big day tomorrow. How are we feeling about it?
I'm nervous. I'm actually going to the games, but I'm so nervous.
It is bad when you know that you're nervous to play the Raiders. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Jackson, you nervous?
Yeah. Not really completely. I think we'll be fine. I mean, it is a game that the Chiefs would historically lose. I think we'll be fine.
All right. Another thing I'd like to say is thank you to everyone that has subscribed in the past few days. We're really close to 50 subscribers, so if you guys could tell your friends to sub, that'd be awesome. We're trying to hit 50 before 2019. Thank you for that. But let's get right into it. Starting out in the AFC West, Chiefs and Chargers fighting for this 1 seed. Which team needs home field advantage more? Jackson,
good.
All right. I'd say the Chiefs need it more because the Chargers don't really have a home field advantage anyway. Their stadium sits 27,000, which doesn't really help. And a lot of the time it's road fans. So it doesn't. I think the Chiefs need it a lot more because the Chiefs defense is a lot worse and defenses feed off of crowd and defenses to get communication. So I think the Chiefs definitely need it more.
All right, Sam.
I agree. I totally agree. Again, like you said, not the Packers, the Chargers don't really even have advantage at playing home. Like they have to factor in crowd noise just into their normal practices. So they don't really have an advantage. And the Chiefs, I honestly don't think it'll play that big of a role for them either. But I do feel like it'd be more of a bigger advantage for the Chiefs and with the Chargers. But I believe the Texans and the Texans could possibly get the 1 seed if some weird stuff happened, and maybe the Patriots.
Yeah.
I know the
this is AFC West.
Oh, AFC West.
We're talking about if an AFC West team gets it, which are the Chiefs or Chargers? Who needs it more?
Yeah, definitely the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, like Jackson said, even if the Chargers get home field advantage, I mean, the AFC playoffs going through a soccer field, I never thought that would ever happen. And
Yeah.
it's literally it's a neutral site. The Chargers have 16 road games if you really think about it.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
Chiefs definitely need home field advantage. They need anything they can get in this playoffs because our defense needs all the help they can get. All right. Going into the AFC South, is the Colts and Titans. It's Sunday Night Football. Win or go home. Which team is more likely to pull an upset in the playoffs? Jackson will go with you.
This is really a tough question.
Titans or Colts, not Texans, because I mean,
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
There's still, man, this is a really tough one actually. I think both are prime to do it, but if I had to pick one, I'd have to pick Indy just because Andrew Luck's a better quarterback, and their defense is actually starting to play pretty well. But then on the other hand, the Titans do have some postseason experience, unlike most of this, and Derrick Henry's playing really well. But I would say Colts.
All right, Sam.
I'm gonna go a little different direction because I think we all know that Titans pulled a huge upset, and I think the Titans overall, as Jackson mentioned, had more experience. And not saying they're definitely not the better team in my opinion, but I feel like they have. I mean, Mariota and Mariota and Henry alone are pretty solid, and Henry can basically run through anything. And so I think Henry, based off Henry alone, I'm going with the Titans as they've previously pulled an upset, and I feel like they can still do it. I mean, not much has changed with their team.
It's a split decision, but I got to go Colts because, like Jackson said, it's Andrew Luck, and plus Mariota, he's not 100% healthy either. So I mean, who knows if he even plays tomorrow? I know he was at full practice yesterday. But
He's gonna play probably.
He should play, but I mean, only practicing one time the whole week. It's a little iffy. If this was any other week, I think it would be different.
I think this is interesting to bring up. It's probably not gonna happen. But if the Texans lose tomorrow,
yep, then
the winner of that game wins, and they're not a wild card. So that makes it even bigger.
Yeah,
but I really doubt Houston loses to Jacksonville at home.
There were no seeds locked up as of right now in the AFC. No team has a locked up seed.
Basically, all that's locked up is the Chiefs or Chargers are going to be the 1 and 5.
That might not even happen, though. That's the thing.
There's a chance the Chiefs can still be the 3 seed. There's a lot of stuff.
There is so much. And while you look at the NFC, while they have pretty much every single team has clinched except the 6 seed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There are so many. It's weird. It's weird. Going into the AFC North, talking about more AFC teams, Steelers need a win and a Ravens loss against the Browns to make the playoffs. Do the Steelers even have a chance to make the playoffs? Sam, we'll start off with you on this one.
Baker Mayfield and the Browns always they've shown us not to doubt them, as they've last year they didn't win a game, and now they're with their head coach, they're looking real good. Go ahead.
Yeah, going off of you, going into this season, the Browns were 1-31 going in the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like no one even expected them to be here, and Baker Mayfield was killing it last game. And I would not be surprised whatsoever. The Browns defense has one job, that's to stop the run game. And if they do that, they should cruise to win over the Ravens. But it'll be a close game. But I wouldn't be too scared if you're Pittsburgh, because I could easily see the Browns pulling off an upset.
Yeah, the Steelers do have to beat the Bengals. Jackson, what's your take on this?
Yeah. If you're Pittsburgh, you're in a really bad spot because you're gonna beat Cincinnati tomorrow. That's pretty much given. But man, Baltimore is really peaking right now. This is the best version of that team we've seen this year. That's a suffocating defense, and I love Baker Mayfield. If Phillip Rivers is going to struggle that bad against it, who is a very, very good quarterback, I can't imagine better. And at home, I really do think Baltimore's going to win.
All right, we'll go more into that when we go into game picks. Now going to the NFC, where a lot of stuff's already locked up, like the 1, the 4 seed.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more than the AFC. The 6th seed is still up for grabs with the Vikings and Eagles. The Vikings need a win to make the playoffs, but the Eagles need a Viking loss and an Eagles win to make the playoffs. Who is more likely to make the playoffs, and who is more? And if the Eagles do make the playoffs, do they have another chance to make a run for the Super Bowl? Sam, we will start off with you.
All right, so first I'm looking at the matchups. They have the Vikings at their own house against
The Bears.
the Bears, and the Eagles versus Redskins. So I think we all know here the Eagles should beat the Redskins. The Vikings-Bears game is a little bit more interesting, but I'd say the Bears are overall should beat the Vikings. So I would give the Eagles the 6th seed. And the second question you ask, when you look at the Eagles and Nick Foles, that guy, whenever he steps on that field, they're like a magical team. So I could definitely see him winning the Super Bowl. I could see him easily making a run for it because they're a different team with Nick Foles at QB, or at least Doug Peterson's a different coach with Nick Foles at QB.
Yep, Jackson, what's your take on this?
I think, to be honest with you, that either 6th seed, the Vikings or Eagles, will lose the wild card weekend at Chicago. Both of them are good enough to beat the Bears in Chicago.
It could be in LA. It could be in LA.
Yeah, it could be, but the LA has the Niners, so probably not.
Who have beat good
Either
teams.
way, I don't think, and I know the Eagles just won there, but I don't think either team can go into LA and win right now. I really don't. I really think that both of these teams are first-round exits. It's just who gets to be the first-round exit. I think Minnesota plays really hard tomorrow and somehow squeaks out a win. So I would say Minnesota's going to get the 6.
All right. Now going into coaching news, some breaking news that happened a few hours ago. Todd Bowles to be fired after tomorrow's game.
Called it.
You did call it. I will give you that. And Jackson, where do you see Todd Bowles going? Do you think he could be another head coach, or is he going to be a assistant coordinator?
I think he's going to be a coordinator, and the defensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, I like that.
Well, that's not going to happen.
I said I would.
Yeah.
All right, Sam, what do you think? Where do you think he should go, and what should his role be?
I honestly don't think he should continue to be head coach because he's pretty much struggled, but he also hasn't too many pieces. So I mean, to be honest, I don't really care where the guy goes. He's not going to be too good either way. But I'd love to come to KC to be a defensive coordinator, and I think he shouldn't take on the head coach role, but to a limited defensive role or something like that, I think he'd be very good at.
All right. Next thing is, I did see something about the Dolphins head coach maybe being fired if they lose to Buffalo tomorrow. I don't know if they lose, but I know that there is some jeopardy in Miami's head coach. I'm having a blank right now.
Adam Gase.
Yeah. Did you read about that?
Yep. Yeah.
Is it if he loses, or is he still on the hot seat?
I've heard he's getting fired regardless of tomorrow's game.
Do you guys agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. He's the reason
He's
Ryan
average.
The reason Tannehill stayed in place is because of Gase, and Tannehill, with all their investment, is in Tannehill eventually getting healthy, and it's because Adam Gase. He's basically ruining that team because he's so slow just to say, you know what, we need to start a new slate and get rid of Tannehill, but he's refusing to.
Also, though, they are planning on moving on from Ryan Tannehill after this season, which can't really blame him for. The dude,
Nick Foles? Maybe Nick Foles is his last year on the contract. Just saying.
See, here's my problem with that. If you're gonna try and get a new quarterback, go get someone young. Don't go and get a 30-year-old guy that's already
Super Bowl
played
MVP.
8 years.
Well,
Okay, fine, go do it. But I mean, it doesn't. Foles has shown he can be inconsistent. He hasn't always been this good.
He's either 11-4 or 12-4 in games after November, which he's only played in his career. That is second best for active quarterbacks.
Okay, but he was pretty much the sole reason they lost to Tampa earlier in the year too. He's not always on point. Neither is every quarterback. But I'm saying, I think Miami's going to try and draft a quarterback, and I can't really blame them. And if they don't,
they can't. They can't.
They can, because the thing
Jackson,
is, most of the teams at the top of the draft don't need a quarterback. Cardinals, Rosen. Niners, Garoppolo. Raiders, Carr.
Giants.
Giants have already said they want to start Eli next year, so
But they
might
should draft a QB.
Giants will draft someone.
I don't know.
Redskins.
I don't know.
I think
Jacksonville.
Is right.
Jacksonville's the only team right now that is in the top 10. Redskins aren't in the top 10. Redskins have the same record as Miami, so I mean,
All right.
it really could go up.
Miami wins this week. They're gonna get
Plus,
what, like the 14th pick, 16th pick, something like that.
Somewhere around there.
You're gonna get a talent quarterback, but that's not a talented enough quarterback. If this was last year,
Lamar,
and
Lamar
yes, I know
Jackson
I'm
went
saying last
32nd.
year. I know I'm saying last year, but I don't know how the Raiders got that. But let's just move on. Mike Tomlin keep his job. I think we all agree on this one. Do you think he deserves to stay? I say yes.
Yeah, I mean, I can see why.
He hasn't had a losing season in Pittsburgh. That's how you
very
gonna fire a guy.
impressive.
He never had a season with less than 8 wins.
With less than 8 wins. Okay, I was about to say this could be the year. Ron Rivera also to stay as the Panthers head coach. Jackson, I want to get your input on this one because I like how you've been talking about how he's very inconsistent. What's your
staying?
thoughts?
I didn't see that report. He's staying.
He's staying. Panthers.
Oh God.
Panthers do want to have him back.
You know what? Fine.
QSG above. Hey man, thank you for stopping by the podcast. Really appreciate it. But yeah, Ron Rivera is reportedly staying next year with the Panthers.
Oh my God, I don't even know what to say. They'll you know what? They'll be 10-6 next year and lose in the first round. That's exactly what they're gonna do. Rivera is so inconsistent. One year he's got that team playing their tails off. The next year they're 6-2 this year. Then they went 6 and they're gonna lose tomorrow, so 6-10. I mean,
excuse me. Ron Rivera expects to be the head coach. The Panthers haven't said anything, but Ron Rivera says he expects to be the head coach.
He'll be back.
I wouldn't be shocked. If it were me personally, I would fire him, but the Panthers probably won't. So, I mean, he's not a horrible coach. I don't want to push that narrative out there because he's not. He's one of the top. But, I mean, sometimes you need to move on.
All right, and Seattle, Pete Carroll did sign an extension. What do you feel? Were you guys shocked by that, or did you guys see this coming? When this extension ends, Pete Carroll will be 70. And a 70-year-old coach, you don't see that often for a head coach. Do you think this was the right move by Seattle?
Yes, it's the right move. And Carroll is really good shape. So, I mean, you usually don't see, like, 70-year-old coaches, but Carroll is in really good shape. So he may be fit for it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I agree with you guys, too. All right. Now, this being the last week of the season, we are going to talk awards. The NFL awards do not count with the playoffs. Playoffs do not matter with MVP and all the other awards. We're going to start off with the big boy award. MVP, most valuable player. Jackson, who wins it and why?
I would say Mahomes is going to win it. I think second place is going to be Andrew Luck, and I think they're both very valuable to their team. But
wait, who did you just say was second?
I think Andrew Luck will be second.
Yeah, I agree.
The Colts they're 4-12 without him. I mean, he
should be second in my opinion.
There is argument that he is MVP. Like I personally have a better year than Drew Brees has. That's just an opinion. But anyways, it doesn't matter who's going to come behind him. I think Mahomes wins. Not many quarterbacks have ever put up 45-plus touchdowns. He's at 48 with a game to go. I think statistically it's just obvious.
All right. Sam, do you agree with Jackson?
If it's what I think should be MVP, hands down, MVP should be Patrick Mahomes. And with Jackson, I agree. Second should be Andrew Luck. Then I would have Drew Brees third. I have Ezekiel Elliott third.
What?
Drew Brees. First of all,
okay.
Without
here's the thing.
Ezekiel Elliott is number 3 in my opinion.
Here's the problem. Okay, this award has never been given the way it is named. It's not valuable.
Yes,
it's who's the
agreed.
best player.
Yeah, totally. You're right.
valuable to the Saints than Zeke is to the Cowboys, but I'd say Breeze is a better player. But that's not what I'm saying the award is. But that's what you see time and time again. Even the NBA and MLB do it. They give out MVP to the best player, not the most valuable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the most valuable to a team is first Mahomes, second Luck, and then third Ezekiel. And that's just my opinion. I could see where you guys would disagree.
I totally disagree, but I won't get too deep into that. Did you just say how?
No, I was laughing.
Okay, I was about to say you just said you could see where I disagree. I was about to say I definitely agree with you guys with the MVP at Mahomes. Number 2, Drew Brees. Number 3, Todd Gurley.
I'd put Donald above Gurley, but sure.
Oh my God, no.
Dude, Donald might break the single season sack record tomorrow.
What's he at? How is it the single sack?
He needs 3.5 to break it.
He's at what, 19 then?
He's at 19.
I don't know.
The last time he played the 49ers, he had 4. So.
Oh, goody. All right.
And Gurley hasn't played like the last 5 games, so
he hasn't played the last 2, but what he did at the beginning of the year and what he did throughout the year, really impressive.
Okay, he's not gonna win. We don't need to discuss it.
Okay. I think we all agree on this one. Comeback player of the year, Andrew Luck, without a doubt.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't.
Second place, without a doubt, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, sure.
I'd agree.
It's that or
QSG.
JJ Watt.
Can I join the call? Sorry, no. We're just gonna stick to this 3-man group, or else it would just get a little clustered. It wouldn't be good. All right. Next, defensive player of the year. This could be. I could see many answers and why they should win, but I have one. Sam, we're gonna start with you. Who wins defensive player of the year?
I think Aaron Donald. The guy's just been phenomenal, and I mean, looking at stats wise, the guy's. I mean, you can't. In my opinion, it's just a clear paved path. It's Aaron Donald. The guy's insane this year.
Jackson?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Donald too, but it was really close for me between him. I just had to give Donald the advantage because I feel like he's been more dominant.
Hey, everybody in chat, I do read chat, okay? When you have questions, I will read them out. You guys are just pretty much agreeing with us. I can't say third is Rivers possibly. We get that and everything. All right, see, QSG, you said Aaron Donald won, and judge me, but Chris Jones was great this season. He was great, but he didn't change the defense.
I mean, it's not his fault the defense sucks, though. He did his part.
He did his part, but this defense wasn't great. And I think the defensive player of the year is only looked at with good defensive teams.
Oh, yeah. They're not going to look at the Chiefs.
They're not looking at the Chiefs.
Dude,
I think defensive player of the year is Khalil Mack.
No.
Yes.
I don't think so.
This dude has 12.5 sacks. 12.5 sacks. 1 interception.
19. Wow.
He's not better than Donald.
12.5 sacks.
Think about this.
1 interception. This dude's sacking people with his back.
Oh, wow.
Did he change the Bears defense?
Yeah, but you could argue Eddie Jackson's played a bigger role. Eddie Jackson's been, according to Pro Football Focus, has a better defensive grade than Khalil Mack.
But Khalil Mack is clutch in those situations. When you see the Bears defense and needing something, you always hear Khalil Mack.
Hold up. I'm gonna stop you. In the Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs Rams game, he strip sacked him twice. I mean, the guy single-handedly won the Rams game against the Chiefs.
Yep.
I mean, I think Donald.
That's one game.
Better than Matt.
I get.
I'm telling you this too. I think this is important to note. Donald is a defensive tackle. Khalil Mack comes off the edge. You know how much harder it is to get 19 sacks as a defensive tackle than it would be to come off the edge?
When you have Ndamukong Suh right next to you, it's not that hard.
Suh has declined so much, and they doubled Donald. Like, don't act like they don't. I've seen it. The Chiefs doubled him. He still got through.
Thomas says, not Khalil Mack. No, Khalil Mack will not win. And he also says, not really in my mind. The Bears' defense was good already with Danny Trevathan. And then QSG says, who do you think will get Rookie of the Year for defense? I know, random question. We're getting into that, bro.
We'll get there.
All right.
Thomas,
going
you're
next
right
is Coach
on.
of the Year. I'll be
Josh is
right back.
crazy.
You guys go over this. I'll say my Coach of the Year. I'll be right back in 30 seconds.
All right, you go. You
All right.
go ahead, Jackson.
Defensive Rookie of the Year. Is that what we're doing?
Oh, we're doing Coach of the Year.
Oh, Coach of the Year. Sorry, I couldn't hear. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Matt Nagy. I think he has done the best. I mean, that team was 4-12 a year ago, I believe, and now they are probably could be 12-4. They're gonna win their division. That's already official. I think he's done a great job, and I think, if he doesn't go to Chicago, there's no way they're this good, and so I think he should win.
All right, I'm back. Who'd you guys say?
Jackson said Matt Nagy for Coach of the Year.
And what'd you say?
It's kind of I kind of see where Jackson's coming from because you kind of look at the difference that he had, but he also had Khalil Mack that came along. But I'm gonna agree with Jackson. Basically, saying
second?
Coach of the Year should be Nagy, in my opinion.
Were you thinking of Sean? I mean, what's his name?
Sean McVay?
Yeah, Sean
Sean
McVay.
McVay.
No, I could coach the
Eh.
Rams to that record. I could coach him to that record.
Nah, dude. Sean McVay's a genius.
He is a genius.
I know, but he has Jared Goff, Todd Gurley, Aaron
Okay.
Donald,
Thomas
Aqib Talib.
says he
made
will throw
Jared
his
Goff
remote
good.
at the TV if Matt does not get Coach of the Year.
I
Don't be
agree.
too shocked if he doesn't get it, because I can see where a lot of people say Sean McVay, but
I don't see it though.
Sean McVay should be third behind Bill O'Brien, the butt chin.
see.
guy
I don't know why
on the
people are saying
Texans.
his name. The Texans, they started 0-3.
Okay, and that was a lot of his fault that they started 0-3.
All right, so he does not get Coach of the Year.
No, but you also have to see he doesn't. I mean, you guys bring up good points, but I
If we're
personally
being
think
I think
he
I think
just
Matt
led him on a
Nagy
huge
does
run.
get Coach of the Year, though. I will agree with Jackson.
Yeah. completely honest, I think Bill Belichick should win the year. The dude has. I mean, look at the Patriots right now.
Wait,
They
what?
suck.
Look at their offense.
Jackson, you did not just say he deserves Coach of the Year.
he does. He does.
He does. He's the
What do
greatest
you
coach
mean?
of all time. He's the
Okay,
greatest coach of all time.
Let's look at the NBA for.
He has
for
a
example.
terrible team, but
LeBron,
he has Tom
LeBron
Brady,
James is
and they're
the
9 and
MVP
6.
every year.
Tom Brady has played like butt cheeks this year. He's
All right, so then
not good anymore.
So what? Why does Bill Belichick deserve Coach of the Year if the team isn't producing?
Bill
Because he's
Belichick
the
always
best
brings
coach.
in white, small slot receivers and makes them a 12-win every year.
Josh,
And-
who's the best coach in the league?
That's a toss-up.
No,
it's not a
Bill-
toss-up. It's Belichick.
For example, in the NBA, LeBron James is the MVP every single year, but they want
No,
to mix it up.
not
They want to
really.
mix
He
it up.
is. He is. There's no doubt
Okay. I thought you
able
meant,
to his
like-
team. He doesn't win it every year.
I was
but
about to say
he is
he's
definitely.
not won it in a little bit. Thomas says Andy Reid might get considered because of his raising of this young team.
I
Do
mean,
you,
yeah,
do you guys agree? I see.
he's not gonna win.
He's not gonna win because I think people might have saw this coming, but I don't know if it's gonna be this good. But I mean, it's not Patrick Mahomes as a rookie. This is also Andy Reid's 7th season with the Chiefs, 5th,
Yeah, it's like 5th, I think.
5th, 6th or 7th. But anyway,
Yeah,
Andy
I see
Reid if this was his first year as a Chiefs head coach, without a doubt.
Yeah.
But this is his 6th year or something like that. So I mean, there's no reason for him to get it. All
To
right,
address
all
it,
right, let's move on. This is the big one I wanted to hear everybody. I am going last, and I have a pretty good case. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jackson. I would love to hear who do you think?
I think it's obvious. Saquon Barkley. He's been the best offensive player. Not only the best offensive player, he's been the best player in the draft.
Sam?
Hands down, in my opinion.
Sam, who do you think?
This is a tough. I'm joking. Saquon Barkley, hands down, not even close.
No, you're wrong. It's Baker Mayfield.
Josh is gonna say Philip Lindsay or something.
No,
Oh.
Baker
He said-
Mayfield.
Dude, are you an idiot? Dude.
No, I'm not. This dude just Jackson, no one say anything. I will give you a good case. No one say anything.
Go ahead.
Baker Mayfield has 3,350 passing yards. He changed his Brown team from going 0-16 to he's 6-6 as a starter. No quarterback has done that in the past 5 years as a Browns quarterback. They haven't won 6 games total in the last 5 years as a team. And look at what Baker's done. Look at what he's done with this young team. Baker deserves credit. This dude didn't even get the first 3 weeks of starting. This team could make the playoffs if Baker started the first 3 weeks of the playoffs. They definitely could have beat the Steelers. I looked at this. They definitely should have beat the Raiders. That was Baker. I mean, he scored 42 on them. But yes, Baker was playing at the time. They should have beat Pittsburgh. They should have beat Tampa. Baker played against Tampa. But Pittsburgh is what's getting me mad. Baker definitely could have beat this team. And if you look at Baker and Saquon Barkley performs, but he performs against bad teams. Baker Mayfield is performing very good. He passes for 350 yards against the Ravens. He passes for 397 yards against the Texans. He passes for 250 yards against the Bengals. Baker Mayfield is very good.
Okay, that was never the argument that Baker Mayfield was good. Okay.
I think Baker's been a better rookie.
Are you gonna let me talk?
Yes. Sorry.
Are you gonna let me talk? Okay. The Giants arguably have the worst offensive line. Maybe one of the top 10 worst offensive line. And Eric Flowers was so garbage. Yet Saquon Barkley has been the life of that offense because Eli Manning is so bad. No one fears him. The all-purpose yards, he is amazing. And I'm not trying to discredit Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's winning games. But if you think that's just Baker Mayfield doing that, then you're a clown. He has a lot of help around him now. And this is not the same Browns team from a year ago. You add in Jarvis Landry. You add in defensive guys like Denzel Ward. Things have changed. And yes, Baker has a big part of that. But you also have to look, and Baker's had some growing pains. He was kind of the reason they lost bad plays late. He was kind of the reason they lost to Tampa. He couldn't get the ball in overtime. So I'm just trying to say, I think Baker's been a great quarterback. I think he's done a great job in Cleveland his rookie year. But overall production, Saquon's done good. And you can't say, well, he's not playing good teams because Saquon Barkley did not put the schedule out there. That was not his fault. He plays who's on the schedule.
I will give you that. But here, I'm just going to say this, and this is just, I cannot change this up. This is just the odds. Baker Mayfield has better odds to win than Saquon Barkley has now.
How in the world? I'm betting against the
Baker Mayfield is minus 110 and Saquon Barkley is plus 130.
Give me $1,000 down on those odds.
You know what? If Baker goes into Baltimore tomorrow and beats them, I'll change.
If he doesn't,
If he doesn't, then I'll just stick with Saquon. But if he can go into his place where the team is trying to win a division, arguably the second or first best defense in the league, and win that game, I'll give him credit.
Let me talk about this. When Barkley goes off, he goes off. But when Barkley doesn't, he sucks. 28 against the Cowboys, 44 against the Saints, 48 against the Panthers, 38 against the Redskins, 43 against the Colts, 31 against the Titans, 67 against the Niners.
Okay, and also that goes back to they have a horrible offensive line and nobody fears Eli Manning, so they only play the run.
But
look at the receiving yards too.
No. But then he got 170 on the Redskins. So
yeah, I mean it just matters. First of all, the Redskins defense is not as bad as you just made it out to be. They had a decent defense this year. Don't downplay that. And just because he's not running for 100 yards every game doesn't mean he's not rookie of the year. I mean, Baker had some bad games in there too.
I will give you that. Saquon is averaging.
Eddie Russell and I have created.
Let me see. Saquon is averaging around
Turkey Long Branch, refined with Texas mesquite charcoal.
5.7 yards a carry and wins.
Turkey Long Branch, real bourbon.
And wins.
Okay.
But when they lose, 4.3.
Those are still both numbers I would take.
He has 688 rushing yards. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Receiving.
I was about to say that can't
1,200
be.
rushing yards. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
That does not sound right.
10 touchdowns.
10 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Do you want to know how many touchdowns Baker Mayfield has?
Oh
wow! It's like quarterbacks throw for touchdowns.
He's about to break Peyton Manning's record. He needs to pass for 2 touchdowns for most passing touchdowns. Baker.
By most passing touchdowns by
in a
who?
rookie year. And this dude only.
That's not Peyton's record. That's Andrew Luck's record.
No, it's Peyton's record.
Andrew Luck broke it
Well, then Baker's about to break something Peyton has, because that's a lot of the talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with Jackson here because Saquon Barkley literally is the Giants. You don't.
Yeah,
watch
he's the
tape on
Giants team
Eli.
that's 5-10.
You don't watch tape on Eli. All you do is you sit and you watch tape on Saquon. You have one job the whole week as a defense, and that's just to watch tape of Saquon. I mean, and they have a terrible O-line. Overall, Saquon is literally
Yeah,
the Giants'
Jackson, you're
entire
wrong about
team.
Andrew Luck, just letting you know.
What am I wrong about?
The single-season rookie record for passing touchdowns is joint held by Peyton Manning and Russell Wilson. Doesn't
Russell
say,
Wilson. All right.
but not Andrew Luck.
Okay.
When you
Russell
put those two
Wilson,
quarterbacks
same-
in perspective, both of them
same
will
year.
probably be Hall of Famers. And you're about to break
Yeah.
one of their records, maybe? It's pretty impressive. And he's played 3, and he didn't play 3 of the games. That's pretty impressive.
Okay, let's look at total.
What? I actually couldn't.
Has his.
You just broke it. We couldn't hear what you said.
All right, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. If you look at the total yardage to any other position player except a quarterback, his rookie year, he has to be top 5 at least.
I don't know. I didn't really hear what
I
you
mean,
said. I didn't really hear what you said. Let's just move on because
No, hold on. I have a question for you. I mean, would the Giants even win a single game without Saquon Barkley?
Yes.
In all honesty,
Yes.
How many games would they win?
Maybe like 2, maybe.
Wait,
I
you
don't-
want me to
they
pull
would
this
not
up?
win it.
You want me to pull this up for you guys?
They wouldn't win a single game, not one game.
Saquon Barkley in the first one against Houston had 82 rushing yards, pretty impressive. 67 against the 49ers. I'm pretty sure anyone can get 67 against the 49ers.
Anyone.
Okay, you brought up a good point. When they win, Saquon goes off. When they lose, Saquon sucks. Except for against
Saquon
the
carries his team. Saquon
You just
carries
proved his
team.
point.
Yeah, Saquon.
How many
carries
games
his
have they won?
They're winning because
How many games have they won? 5?
Are you really blaming the 10 losses on Saquon Barkley?
I'm not, but I mean, you're saying if he carries a team, shouldn't like he beat
Yeah,
the
he's
Falcons?
carried.
Shouldn't he beat
Argument
the?
is they would.
Shouldn't he beat the Eagles if he had 130 rushing yards? Shouldn't he beat the Eagles again with 101 rushing yards?
But I'm saying if you take that away, they won't win a single game.
Okay,
I can see
how
where you're
about
coming
this?
from, but you can say the
There-
same
there
thing
was
with
a-
Baker.
Hey, there was a playoff game where Tom Brady's offense scored 0 points and they won. All right. Now think about that. Would we say, "Oh, well, look at his"? No, listen. I swear to God, it happened. Look it up.
No, I don't care about that. But what does that have to do with this?
No, listen. Could you let me make the analogy? All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
After he does that, and you see his record, and this is what you're kind of saying with Baker, people don't question him. But then the other guy, I don't know what the other guy's stats was. He could have put up 4 touchdowns, but you would have said, "Look at his record." It doesn't matter. You look at the players, and you can win doing jack squat. You don't have to do anything, and your team can win. And people will glorify you because you won. It's literally like LeBron, right? I think KD and Steph can be better players because they have 3 finals wins. No, that's not the case. LeBron's the best player. He's on the worst team. And that's the situation Saquon Barkley's in. He's on a garbage team with a garbage quarterback.
You mean a garbage quarterback that's won 2 Super Bowls and has
Oh.
Odell Beckham Jr. as a
Oh.
wide receiver?
Oh, you
Eli
mean
Manning
the
sucks. Eli Manning
14
sucks,
points?
man.
I
Eli
get
Manning
where
is
you guys are coming from,
terrible.
but we will
Eli
let
Manning
we
had a
will let
season where he
hey,
threw
we will let the
26
people
interceptions.
choose. We will let the people choose, not the chat, because the chat is agreeing with you. Say all you want, but we will see award night. What happens?
Yep, and it's going to be Saquon Barkley. I'd love to take
It's
those.
gonna be
Saquon,
Barkley.
Saquon, not Saquon, Saquon. Jesus.
You can say Saquon.
Saquon, no.
Saquon Barkley.
All right,
I'm just gonna say Saquon to make you angry now because I'm very upset with.
that's fine. That's fine.
I'm just
Who
gonna
wins
say
defensive rookie of the year? Just say it. Who wins defensive rookie of the year?
Darius Leonard.
I agree.
I disagree.
You're
Oh,
going with the
come
Chargers
on.
safety.
Derwin James.
Yep. All right. You know what?
Nope.
Nope. All right, let's move on to game picks. That was a pretty lengthy talk right there. We're already at 40 minutes. All right.
Yeah.
First game, Buffalo and Miami. This game means nothing. Who wins and why? Jackson will go off with you.
Buffalo will win 21-20. and I don't have a reason why.
It's kind of what I said last night in another podcast. Sam, who do you think will win?
Buffalo will win 24-20.
I say Miami.
Nah,
I say
24-17,
Miami.
24-17.
I say Miami 20-17. All right, next game,
Yeah.
Lions and Packers. This game sucks, really. There's no correlation
Yep.
in the playoffs. Jackson, do
No.
your Packers pull off the win against the Detroit Lions?
Sure, I'd say 27-20.
All right, Sam.
Wait, are they at Detroit or at?
It's
Green Bay?
at Green Bay.
It's in Green Bay.
Oh, okay. If it's at Detroit, I picked against them. But it seems like since they've got that new interim head coach, they've been better. So I'll go for the Packers, 18-17 in this one. It'll be pretty close.
Thomas is going with the Lions, and QSG is going with the Packers. Should be interesting to see who wins that one. I got
I got
Packers
you,
win this
Lions.
one. I got Rodgers going off this game. 42-17 Packers. I see it being pretty good. Next game, Jets at Patriots. Jackson, we're just go with you, Jackson, first for all the games, and then Sam second.
Okay. Yeah, Patriots are gonna win this game. I'd say 27-16 New England.
All right, Sam.
To be honest, the Patriots are like getting worse every single game. So I'm gonna go with the Jets in this one.
Jets, Jets.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets this one, and I think the Jets will like absolutely stun the world. I'm gonna go with 38-24.
Jets win this game. Does Todd Bowles remain the head coach?
No.
No,
All right.
no,
I was
that
just
decision's
seeing.
been made.
I was just seeing. I could see this being a trap game. I could see this being a trap game. But I don't see it being a trap game.
38-24. I'm telling you.
Patriots win this one 28-13. Tom Brady will have a good game. All right, next game is the game of the backups. Carolina versus the New Orleans Saints, as David Stern would like to say. Jackson, who do you see in this one? Teddy Bridgewater is the starting quarterback.
Is Cam starting for
No.
Carolina? Do you know?
Cam's done for the whole year.
I know, but their backup got hurt too, so I don't know.
Cam's gone. Cam's gone.
Okay, well, I'll pick New Orleans, I guess. Although I don't really trust Teddy Bridgewater. I'll just say 20.
All right, Sam.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Saints because they have Teddy Bridgewater, who's more experienced than I forgot the Carolina Panthers QB's name, the backup. But I go with the Saints.
Hickeys, whatever.
Oh yeah, Christian Yankee or something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Hey, did you unplug your mic or something?
Me? Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go with the Saints. I think QSG is pretty much right, but I'm gonna put up 28. But instead of the 24, I'm gonna go with 17.
Thomas Munson says Teddy Bridgewater goes off. I see Saints winning, but I don't see that happening. I seen Alvin Kamara going off.
All right.
35-20 Saints. Next game is this game really doesn't matter anything. Dallas at the Giants. Dallas already has the fourth seed locked up, but I hear they will start their starters. Let's do two things. Is that a good decision on Dallas? Playing a rival, the Giants.
Yeah. No, I think the starters will play for a quarter or two.
Is
I
that
don't
the
think
right?
they'll play the entire.
Is that right?
They don't want to. I see where they're going because if you rest them and then they come out next week rusty, then I think that's not good. I wouldn't play them if it were me, but if you're still trying to get some more connection between Dak and Amari and there's some things you still want to try, then I see why.
Sam?
Personally, this kind of sounds weird, but I played the backups first half and then starters second half. I don't know why. I mean, I feel like to finish the game. It's the point the starters finish the game. I feel like we need to get them some playing time, but I feel like if we start them, I don't really know where I'm going with this, but
I don't know where Thomas is going. He says Cowboys unless my man Fitzmagic plays. Very
What?
confused on that. Very confused on that comment. Let's go and let that be. We can figure out what team. You can figure out what team he plays for.
Cowboys and Bucks played last week, so yeah, that's
Yeah.
why. But I'm
I
saying,
don't know.
Hey man, you do you though. You do you.
I'm saying you start the starters the second half, let them the game and give them some playing time.
I don't know about that.
I don't. Yeah.
This is gonna make your guys' case better. Giants win. Giants win.
No, I agree.
I thought you just said Cowboys.
No, I said Cowboys should play their starters for the first half. But I think the Giants are going to win.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see Giants winning. 31-28.
Yeah.
It'll be a high shootout in the first half, but second half isn't so good. All right, Thomas, here's your man, Fitzmagic. Falcons against the Buccaneers with Fitzmagic. Who do you see winning this trash game, you could say?
I'm going to take Tampa 33-27.
All right, Sam.
Tampa has. I feel like it'll be more of a shootout. Tampa has a pretty awesome offense this year, so I'm going to go with Tampa 38-35.
QSG says Bucks 35-21. I like that. I'll go with Tampa too, but I see this being a 16-10 win. Be a low scoring.
Whoa, no way.
Yeah.
I don't see that. Both defenses suck.
Okay, all right, whatever. Jacksonville,
16-10.
Jacksonville, and Blake Bortles in his final game, maybe as a Jag against the Texans. I will say this could be a trap game. I could say the Texans might not clinch the division; they might get a wild card. But I will say my reasons on why. Jackson, we can start with you.
Houston will win because Jacksonville does not have enough offense. I will say Houston wins 24-13.
24 what? You cut out. All right, Sam.
Houston will only put up 14 points in the first quarter because they're going to absolutely crush the living crap out of the Jaguars. I mean, the Jaguars' offense is terrible, and Texans have a good defense, so it's not going to be close. I have the Texans 28, and then the Jaguars 3.
38-3.
28-3.
Oh, and Blake Bortles' last game as a Jag, maybe. This is a trap game, and you better watch out, Houston.
No,
this could
do not head this way. Do not go this way.
This could be a trap game.
No, don't tell me.
If the Jacksonville defense is the best game ever, then yeah.
If Jacksonville comes out and plays how they were the first 3 games when they beat the Patriots, I have Jacksonville winning.
You trust Blake Bortles to outperform?
The Texans lost to the Giants. What? I mean, they can lose to anybody, so it's like.
The Giants have. I mean, they have Barkley though. I mean.
Whoop-de-doo! It's the defense that they lost. It's the defense though.
Okay, you know what? Let them have this opinion.
Yeah. Anyway, Jaguars win if the defense gets 2 or more turnovers. If they don't, Houston wins. It'll be a close game though. 31-28. It could go either way.
Okay, I made a 2 turnover. I like what you said there. Yeah.
Next game's pretty big. Chargers at Denver. Denver's coming off a tough loss to the Raiders on Monday Night Football. Not a tough loss, an embarrassing loss. Jackson, who wins this game?
I'll say the Chargers. 24-16.
All right. Sam?
I'm not sure if Vance Joseph is guaranteed to be gone. Do you guys know if he's guaranteed?
I don't want to say he's guaranteed, but I'm pretty sure he's gone.
It's guaranteed.
Okay. It's guaranteed. All right. Okay. So there's no point for him even. You know, he can't like pull off.
He should put in all the third strings.
Well, I thought I was gonna possibly pick the Broncos if maybe see if Vance Joseph would go out there and try to light it up, but since Vance Joseph is basically dead and gone, I have the Chargers winning this one. As much as I hate to say that, I have the Chargers winning this one, 27-17.
QSG said if Melvin Gordon plays 28-21, pretty sure Melvin Gordon will play. He did play last week.
Yeah.
I have Chargers winning this one. 31-24. 31-24. All right, next game is the Raiders versus the Chiefs.
Oh.
Jackson, hit him with.
All right. I would take the Chiefs 45 to
45 what?
17. They're gonna
Alright.
kick Oakland's ass.
Sam?
All right. I'm so nervous because I'm going to the game tomorrow. I'm going to say 38-33. Chiefs defense won't be able to stop them.
Hey, before you go any further, just know if we lose, it's because of Sam. Do not blame it on the defense. This one's on Sam because he went to the game. Just know, everyone know that.
Well, honestly, though, I mean, I could totally see the Raiders pulling off an upset.
I
But
thought you were
I have
about
the
to say
Chiefs
honestly because of me.
38-33. Huh?
I thought you were about to say I could see it because I was at the game. Nah. How many touchdown passes does Patrick Mahomes need to break Manning's record? 8 or 9?
8.
8 to break
8.
it or to tie it?
8 to break it, 7 to tie it.
I
Now,
could see
you
him
know
breaking
what?
it.
My
I see
man
it.
Patrick Mahomes is breaking this record with 8 touchdowns against the Raiders. 52-35 Chiefs.
No, dude, if you times 7 is 56.
What?
God,
8
You're an idiot.
8 touchdowns. Like, say you make the extra point. 8
Exactly.
times 7
Say you
is
make the extra
56.
point. Say you make the extra point. It's Butker
Oh
we're
my
talking
God.
about. It's Butker we're talking about here. Patrick Mahomes will break the record. Let's say that.
Just say like 62.
You know what? 69-42. 42.0.
Okay, Josh.
I'm joking. I see Mahomes actually having a good game. I can see him getting 6 touchdowns, but I don't see him breaking the record. I got Chiefs winning this one. What's 6 times 7? Yeah, okay, we're good on this one. 51-35. Do all your calculation, everybody. That's above 45. Or wait, no, it's 42. All right, next game is the 49ers at the Rams. Jackson.
I'll take the Rams 34 to 6.
All right, but what from there?
I'm not, I don't know. So I want to go with the 49ers, but let's be real. The Rams are better in every single way. So I'll go with the Rams. I have them 34-26.
You know what was found in San Francisco? It was the first. This is where they first found it. Gold.
What?
They found gold.
Oh no.
And you know what the 49ers are going to do tomorrow?
Find coal. They're gonna find coal.
Nope, they're going to strike gold. They're going to hit gold. They're going to be golden tomorrow and beat the Rams. The Bears are going to get the 2nd seed. The Bears are going to get a bye. And you know what? Nick Mullins, he can beat the Raiders. He can beat anybody. I got the Rams beating the 49ers. Definitely. I don't know why you believe I was actually about to pick the 49ers. Rams win this one 38-21.
Okay, you're scaring me for a
Thank
second.
you.
You're scaring me for a second.
I was gonna slap you.
You won't. Jackson, you get that.
Yeah.
All right, next game's Chicago at Minnesota. Jackson, who's winning?
Ooh, what a game we got here. Reminds me of the 2012 season when Minnesota needed to win to get in, but if they won, they were going to go to the Green Bay it was. So now they're playing the Bears week 17, and if they win, they're going to Chicago next week. No Eddie Jackson, who is arguably the best corner or safety, I guess you could call him, in the entire league. I think the Vikings are going to win this one 31-30. Good game.
All right, Sam, make this a little long. I need to do something real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, okay. See, I'm trying to think. So basically, they've played the Bears 2 weeks in a row if they won, right?
Yeah, if Vikings win, they'll play the Bears next week.
Okay.
Unless the Bears get a first-round bye.
All right. Wait a second. What time is the Rams 49ers game?
Rams Niners is about 3:25 here.
All right, I'm back. All right, I heard that. It's at 3:25.
And
Yes,
what time
same
is the
time
Vikings?
everywhere.
3:25. I don't know
They made
what.
basically every important game is in the afternoon.
Okay. Well, I was going to say they should keep tabs on the Rams. Maybe actually let the Vikings win because I'd rather place the Vikings against other than Seattle. You guys get what I'm saying?
Kinda, but just go.
All right. Well, I think the Bears should win this game. I mean, Kirk Cousins is terrible against good defenses. So, I mean, with winning records, so they're going to win this one 30-17.
All right. You ready for this one? Skull! Vikings, let's win this game. Skull!
no.
Vikings,
I
honor
agree
your
with
name.
you.
It's
Go
not even close.
get
Kirk
that
Cousins
first
is
down,
terrible.
then get a touchdown. Rock 'em, sock 'em, fight, fight, fight. Go Vikings,
Well,
run
listen.
up the score. You hear us yell for more. Bears, 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 Bears win this game 38-21.
Dude, what are you doing?
I looked up I told him to take a little bit long because I was looking up the Skull Vikings chant.
All right. Well,
Oh
here's
my
the thing.
It was pretty good, wasn't
I
it?
do
Wasn't
not
it? That
trust Mitchell
was pretty
Trubisky
funny.
yet. I don't trust Mitchell Trubisky yet.
Hold on. Well, here's I'm going to say this. Kirk Cousins is 4-19.
I don't trust either of
against
them.
Teams
No,
above 500.
the Vikings are 0-5
I don't
against
trust
playoff
either of
teams.
them.
The Vikings are 0-5 against playoff teams as of right now.
Kirk
Exactly.
Cousins is 0-7 on Monday Night Football.
Jackson.
QSG bet. QSG, he said he bet, but I think it's giving away $20 that the Vikings would win against them. It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
All right. I'm the coordinator. They somehow pull this out.
This no way.
All right.
All right, Bengals at Steelers. Jackson,
Oh,
who you see winning?
God. All right. 45-10, Pittsburgh.
Sam?
All right. I mean, you know what? I don't even
Don't.
score prediction. I think it's just fine. But I'm gonna make another prediction here. Juju has 200 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns.
I like what you're saying there, but it's a little late for Juju to redeem himself. He lost the Steelers playoffs here. Steelers
no,
do
he-
win.
but he-
Steelers,
No.
But he can still, I mean, absolutely kill it.
Steelers do win this
Bengals.
one 35-6.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, I can
next
see
game
that.
we got Cardinals against Seattle. Seattle is pretty much
Oh,
locked up
God.
as the 5th seed. Who do you guys see winning and why?
Seattle. You know, in 2012, there was a game where Seattle beat the Cardinals 58-0 in Seattle, and somehow this Cardinals team ends up being worse than that Cardinals team. But I'm not going to say 58-0 because I wouldn't be that disrespectful. I'm going to say 34-7.
All right, is this in Seattle or is
Yes, in Seattle.
This is in Seattle.
Okay, it's in Seattle. Seattle. So in Seattle usually. So I'm gonna have it. Seattle 40-3.
Hawks.
Yeah.
Hawks win. They definitely win. It's an easy
Oh my
win.
goodness.
33. I know, 33. They're going to miss an extra point. Sebastian Janikowski's leg's still a little hurt from last week. 33-21. Seahawks.
Okay.
Next game. Philly at Washington. This game is at Washington. Washington can be a little bright about this and try to ruin the Eagles' playoff chance, which is likely. I mean, not likely. Doable.
Oh.
Doable.
Oh, no.
I meant doable.
Hey, I've actually got this one being kind of expect. I think the Redskins, even though they've had such bad luck with injuries this year, have played decent for accounting for what they've had. They played the Titans really, really tough last week, who could be a playoff team. But at the end of the day, I think
with
Foles.
Blaine Gabbert.
I mean, Mariota gets hurt every single game. Let's be honest. The dude cannot stay healthy. So the Titans are who the Titans are. Mariota is not a huge difference maker if we're being completely honest. Derrick Henry is what really matters. But disregarding all of that, I've got the Eagles winning 26-21.
All right.
All right. So man, you got the Eagles. All right. The Redskins, they've defied all odds. I'm sure. I'm not even going that. Redskins are absolutely terrible, and there's no way in the world that they win this game with Big Nick, the GOAT, gonna come out there and stomp them 40-18.
BDN.
I mean, no, just be in Big Nick. This is children appropriate, Josh. Come on, man.
I don't know
Come on,
what you thought I
Josh.
meant. Big dude
Big
Nick.
December.
No, big dude
December
Nick.
Nick.
Big dude Nick. He's a big dude. I don't know what else I would mean.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
So
I
rational.
have Philly winning this one. I want Philly to make it. I want Philly to make the playoffs. I want to see something again. So I got Philly winning this one 24-13.
I can see it. I can see that.
Next game, the Dog Pound Nation against the Baltimore Ravens.
All right. Your little man crush with Cleveland. I don't know what it is. Man crush there is going to get stomped tomorrow, all right? 30-16 Baltimore.
All right. I'm just gonna hint.
Hey. Big announcement. We hit 50 subs. Thank you to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I didn't notice that. Anyways, for everyone that's watching, I'm just gonna give you a few hints. Josh is gonna pick the dog pound, which ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Anyways, despite that blasphemy that Josh is gonna say after me, the Ravens. I mean, Jackson kind of swayed my mind earlier. He said Phillip Rivers struggled against the Ravens defense. Patrick Mahomes struggled against that defense, and then you have a rookie QB that's worse than both those guys. And so, I mean, I think, in my opinion, he should do worse than Mahomes and Rivers. So Baker Mayfield should struggle, and the Ravens don't have an extremely powerful offense, but have enough to get to outdo the Browns. I have them winning 24-17.
If you guys look at Discord, what I just sent you, if you guys want to sing along, you can.
No.
Hi-oh for Cleveland,
I'm
for the
muting
greatest team in the land. We raise our
I'm muting you.
voices.
Can
The
I
greatest pro
somehow,
team
mute
of
him
the
for
all.
Can
All
you
right.
Stop.
Cleveland Dog Pound Nation, Week 17. This one's for you guys. You're going to have a winning season. You're going 8-7-1. Dog Pound Nation, 17-10. Sis.
Okay, hold on. I do have a question.
All right. Hit him with it.
Like, why do you love the Browns so much?
Jackson, they were 0-16 last year, and now they're 7-1. That's pretty impressive.
Did you get to the
but-
Browns game and like snort a bunch of dope or something? There's no way.
If you
think
met
the
me,
Browns-
you would never
Dude.
say that into my face.
Dude, I like teams, okay? But I have
The
sense
Browns,
to pick
okay, the
against
Browns have
them.
already beat the Ravens, so this is doable. Jackson, you like
12-9.
12-9. Jackson, isn't that a win?
You really think
Isn't okay? No.
with Lamar
Isn't that a
Jackson
win?
in Baltimore with the division on the line, they're gonna score 9 points?
I didn't say 9. I said 17-10.
You
No,
think-
no way.
Dude, that run game is lethal. They keep the ball away from people. The only game they've lost with Lamar Jackson was to us, and honestly, they should have won the game if we're being honest. Mahomes pulled off some crazy play, but they should have won that game. So
Yeah,
I don't
they
see how
should've.
Baker Mayfield, a guy who go in there and just somehow find a way to win that game because
Didn't
he's
he go
not.
to Denver and beat them? Denver's pretty
Are
hard.
you trying to compare Denver to Baltimore?
No, Denver's a pretty hard place to play at, though, isn't it?
Baltimore's tougher than that right now.
All I'm saying
Baltimore
is,
does not have a.
all I'm saying is
Look at
the Browns have a chance.
Yeah, every team has a chance.
God dang it. All right, next
Look
game,
at it.
Sunday
The
Night
Baltimore
Football.
has a-
Sunday Night Football. Big game. Win or go home. Colts at Titans. Jackson, who do you see winning this must-win game?
I see Tennessee winning. I see them winning 26-20.
Ooh. Okay. I like it. Sam?
All right. I can see both sides because Tennessee will just show up and play great, or they'll lay down like they always do. I mean, they're like bipolar, but I'm gonna go with Andrew Luck. I'm gonna go with the Colts winning this one. I think it's a toss-up. I think both teams can win, but I got the Colts 28-14.
I like that one. I forgot to say something as well. Good luck to Pat McAfee in his first game as a broadcaster, Lions in Green Bay. Good luck to the man, the myth, the legend, Pat McAfee.
Yes.
I can't wait to hear all that commentating. Even though he went to no commentating school, thought I'd throw that out there. Anyway, back to the Sunday Night Football game. I see Colts winning this one. Andrew Luck was made for this game. Everything he's went through, he's made for this moment. And you can't disagree. Everything he's been through. Jackson, shut up. Everything he's been through. I'm not going to let you disagree. Everything he's been through to get to this moment is pretty impressive. And to turn this team around, and to probably win Comeback Player of the Year, he's meant to win this game, I think. Colts win this one. Adam Vinatieri's going to, who knows if this is his last year, but he's going to make sure he's known on why the Colts made the playoffs in 2018. Adam Vinatieri, game-winning field goal, 31-28 Colts.
Ooh.
All right.
Vinatieri's going to play another 10 years, bro.
That was the end of the game picks, but we will go to questions. So anyone in chat, please type out your questions. We have some questions here, but we would love to hear you guys ask us some more questions. First, we're going to start off with Sabrina. We're just going to call her Sabrina. I really don't know how you say that name.
It's Sebiconc. So if you're listening, that's
you asked this question. Can the defense hold their own? The answer to that is no. Have you seen them?
Yeah. No.
That's short and simple. I mean,
No.
we can go deep about this question, but I mean, it's no. The answer is no. You can't say yes.
Answer, no.
All right, Sam, do you agree?
The defense is. I'm getting sick to my stomach even thinking about Bob Sutton.
All right, number 2 is coming from Auditional Bow Bow at Auditional Bow Bow. If that's your name. Sorry if I'm butchering this. Who would you cut, Barry or Houston? It really depends on what the circumstances. Barry, if he's on his last year. Houston, if he's on his last year. Barry, are we saying, like, if this question is asking?
She's talking. I think she's talking this off season.
This off season.
Yeah, this off season.
That's what I think she means.
I want to hear you guys'. I want to hear your guys' case before I say mine.
All right, I'm gonna go first. Shocker, I'm gonna cut both. Barry can't stay healthy. Houston is declining and on a huge contract. I'm cutting both. Let's be real. Barry, we're paying him money to not play, and he's handicapping our team and our pockets. So Barry's hurting our team. He's not helping our team. So you're paying a guy $60-some million to hurt our team. Yeah, no. I'm cutting the guy, and I'm cutting Houston. I'm taking Barry and Houston's the money you get from that and signing players that will be healthy. As much as I love Barry, he's been a great Chief. I think it's time that we get rid of the guy. He's not helping us anymore.
All right.
Yeah. I would agree with cutting Barry. I think there's no sense in having him. He has not been able to stay healthy really for his entire career. I mean, it's not his fault, obviously, but it is what it is. This is a business. You need to perform or else you're out. And, I mean, that's the bottom line. So I just think I'd cut Barry, maybe give Houston another year. Maybe not. I agree with Sam that,
but
he is the highest paid outside player in the NFL. Like, it's like a little ridiculous for Justin Houston.
Yeah, I agree with you, but Sam, I want to know if you could only cut one of them, who would you cut?
If I could cut one of them,
Just one.
I hate to say this, but I'd cut Barry. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Everyone would hate to see it, but I think that's the right. I think that's the right.
That is the right answer.
He's giving us false hope. I mean, he's giving the Chiefs and the Chiefs fans false hope. I guarantee
he's hyping them up.
These
way
players
too
on
much.
defense are saying, "Oh, Barry will save us. Barry will save us."
I just gotta say this. I did not expect Eric Berry to save this defense. This is not his fault. No one man could save this defense. You'd need a trio or for
you need like 10 people.
Back
kill
to
the
this
whole
question.
defense.
Back to this question. If we can sign Javanion Clowney in the offseason and keep D Ford, I think this defense is something next year. And we hire Todd.
Here's the thing.
And we hire Todd.
This is what
a lot of stuff has to happen. But I think this defense can be something if the defensive coordinator is not Bob Sutton.
Okay, this is what I think will happen. We'll give D Ford a contract after. We'll franchise tag him first. Then we'll finally agree on it. And then you know what'll happen next year? He'll miss 10 games with an injury. You know what happened the next year? He'll miss 10 more games with an injury. And when he does play, he's going to be slow and he's not going to be able to get to the quarterback anymore. We're going to be like, what happened? Oh, it's because he was in a contract year.
This sounds like another.
Sounds like another linebacker on our team.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
number 50,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, who is
Tyreek
that guy?
Hill. He's the biggest dude on the team, guys.
No. Okay.
All right, Jackson, you had some questions. Let's see. You can say yours.
Okay, we'll just start with the Chiefs question. Who is the best Chiefs player ever from Her 10 Her? I'll let you guys start this one off. Josh, you can go first.
I was hoping to say Sam couldn't go first, but I mean, I just can't give you one good Chiefs, the best of the best.
Well, that's the question.
Everyone's going to say Patrick Mahomes, but it's not Patrick Mahomes.
No,
I would
not.
say Tony Gonzalez, maybe.
No, Kelsey's better than him, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, but it's all right. Go ahead, Sam.
I can't give you a good answer.
I'd say the greatest, in my opinion, the greatest to dress up as a Chief is Joe Montana.
I was about to say that, but I mean, like,
Yeah,
The
that's
greatest-
probably
The greatest Chief legacy is Trent Green.
Trent Green.
The reason I said Tony Gonzalez is because I want to pick somebody that I've actually seen watch. That I've actually watched.
See, that's the thing. I could say that the best player I think in our franchise history right now is Len Dawson.
Yeah.
Oh, Lynn Dawson, not Trent Green. Lynn Dawson. I'm thinking of the announcer, Trent Green.
Yeah,
He also
I
did
think
play for
Len
the Chiefs.
Dawson. I think the greatest player I've ever seen play for the Chiefs, legacy-wise, I've seen live was probably Jamal Charles. He was a beast.
Yeah,
We
but
completely forgot about
But
Jamal
he was
Charles.
always injured.
I mean, the dude was a baller when he was playing. Or
When?
that or Priest Holmes. Priest Holmes was a beast too.
You could say Derek.
Oh, we're completely forgetting Derek Thomas.
I just was
Yeah,
about to say
Derek
that.
Thomas. I was thinking of him.
I said,
yeah.
or you could say Derek, but I mean,
Also, Derek Johnson. Derek Johnson is one of the greatest Chiefs ever.
all
Tom,
right.
but I mean, we've had-
Jackson, continue with some more of your questions. Thomas and QSG,
All right.
I better see some questions from you boys. Okay, you've been in here this whole time. You're not even saying a single question. You want me to say chat lives matter? Ask a question.
Alright.
What's the
So
questions, guys?
this one can be really any sport, but it says, what is a better way to determine of being a GOAT? Individual accolades or championships from Legit Cal 3?
I say your individual achievements. Because
Yeah,
a championship is, the only reason you'd say championship if you're talking about tennis or golf, those are one-man sports. A
Mhm.
championship is a team.
Well, there's actually doubles in tennis, but go ahead.
Sam, I really didn't. I'm done. You know what? I'm done with this. Okay. I'm talking about LeBron cannot win a championship by himself. He wins it with a team. Tom Brady cannot win a championship by himself. He wins it with a team.
Yeah. But that's not the question. It's what's more important. What's a better way to determine it?
You're individual.
Okay, good. There's the answer. Sam, what do you have to say?
All right, it's GOAT, not GOAT. I mean, greatest team of all time. It's the greatest of all time.
Jesus,
Like, for
what the heck are
example-
you saying right now? I'm out.
Hey, that was a lot.
I'm saying
I'm back. I
mean,
realized that they had to hear you.
GOAT means greatest of all time. It's not GOAT, greatest team of all time. It's about how you perform yourself. It's like, for example, LeBron. You know, I mean, would you say, for example, like here's a good example. Is Jimmy Garoppolo better than like some
Nick
good
Mullins?
QB that? No. I'm saying a QB that, like, for example, a QB that sits on the bench. Like, is Eli Manning better than like Patrick Mahomes currently? No, because I mean, you have to look at, you have to see who's better, who has more talent wise. I think you should look at the individual and his talent over than whether he run the ring. He could be like Dirk Nowitzki and played on a garbage team your whole career.
Yeah, but he also didn't win a championship for them.
He did.
Don't you
I mean,
dare disrespect the 11
All
Mavericks
right,
like
we'll
that.
get
They
back
had-
to your next question, but this is Chiefs related. Shadow Acre? I don't really know how to pronounce that name because I mean it's either Shadow Wicker or
Shadow Icker. Yeah.
yeah. I know, right? I don't know which word you don't want me to pronounce. But anyway, he says, do the Chiefs have the best offense in the NFL? And if so, why? Are we talking about this whole season, or are we talking about after the Kareem Hunt?
I
Yeah,
guess
that's a good point.
there's two different ways to look at that.
Okay, but here before Kareem Hunt, yes, because our offense had such talented position. Like everyone, we had a Pro Bowler at pretty much every position, guaranteed, in the offense: tight end, wide receivers, and running back, and quarterback. Now without Kareem Hunt, it's kind of a different offense, but it's like the same offense, but it's not the same like big bulky running back that can get you the 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3.
Right. I would say we are the best offense in the NFL still, though.
If we might be, but it'll be close.
It's closer now than it was, but
Yeah.
I think the Williams have stepped up. Ware's done okay when he got to play. So and Pat's still playing very well.
Playing MVP
I
caliber.
think. Yeah, I mean he's still balling out, obviously.
Sam?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell because there's some really good offenses like the Rams and stuff, but I feel like right now we're too dependent on Patrick Mahomes. I think we have the best QB in the league, but I don't know about the best offense.
Yeah, it's debatable.
Ooh, Thomas Munson throwing some shade in the comment section.
What do you say?
He says, "I have no questions, no offense, but I believe that I know more about football than y'all."
Shadow Iker, is Patrick Mahomes the MVP? If you hear
Yes.
earlier, we talked about it before, bro. But to answer that question, we all did say yes,
Yeah, he is.
without a doubt. All right, Jackson, you also had another question that I'd love to answer.
All right, I know you're gonna love to answer this one. It's NBA related. Will the Nuggets reach the Western Conference Final? Underscore Sturt.
Sam, I would love to
Josh,
hear.
you can go.
No, I want to hear Sam's answer.
Okay,
Sam,
to be honest, I don't watch too much of the
All
NBA.
right, I'll go.
I'm not gonna. I'll sound like an idiot if I even give an answer on this one.
You see,
just
there's
fun.
one dude on this team. We all know him. We all love him or hate him. His name's Michael Porter Jr. Okay. He's hurt right now. Okay, yeah, he's hurt. But this dude's practicing, hitting buckets after buckets after buckets. This team's already the 1 seed without him. He's already the 1 seed without him. He comes back. He's just another great player to add to this team. I can see them making it to the Western Conference Finals, but I do not see them winning it. I will say that.
What if Porter turns out to be Markelle Fultz?
Don't you ever compare Porter Jr. to Fultz again.
Porter would be great. Porter would be grateful to be as good as Markelle Fultz is.
What do you mean?
Trash.
He was averaging 30 points in high school.
Yeah, I'm just playing.
Wow. High school. It's like he's playing against the college. Listen, don't deny it.
No, Jesus.
I think are they a top 2 team in the West? No.
Yes.
That's not. No. Okay, you're the 1 seed right now in December. That's very cute. If you're the 1 seed in April, we can talk. I don't think they will be. Golden State will be in the Western Conference Finals. There's no doubt in my mind. If they
totally agree.
And honestly, I look around. If Harden plays like this, the Rockets are going to be, especially if Chris Paul comes back healthy, because he's been balling without Paul. LeBron, when he's with the Lakers, are definitely deep enough. You have to think that they're going to go and get another piece this trade deadline. And, I just think the Nuggets, while they're good, I don't see Nikola Jokic is kind of close, but I don't see a superstar on their team.
Oh, no, that's a superstar.
And this is a superstar.
Jackson, name someone better at center than him.
Oh, easy. Joel Embiid.
Okay. And Karl-Anthony Towns. Anyone else? He's a top 3 center of the league.
I disagree. I
Cousins.
think Jokic needs more credit. That guy's.
He doesn't deserve more credit. He gets a lot of credit.
He gets credit.
He gets a lot.
I know,
of credit.
but I'm saying. I think he's better than Embiid, to be honest.
What? What?
Dude, the guy is insane.
What?
Sam.
What?
Sam. You did not just say that after you said you don't watch
What?
the NBA. You just made
I don't
Jackson
watch NBA
very
that-
pissed off.
No.
Now we're gonna have to get in a
No.
30-minute conversation.
No.
This podcast is about to be
No.
2 hours long.
No.
Look what you just did.
No.
Look what you
No.
just started, Sam.
No. Okay. I just have to push this narrative out there, and I hate KU. I hate all KU athletics, but that dude is a beast coming out of KU. Nikola Jokic averaged 17.8 points per game and 9.8 rebounds per game. Embiid averages 26.5 points per game on 13.3 rebounds per game. Yeah, that's obvious. He's way better than Nikola Jokic. Jokic, however you say his name.
I don't know if he's better. I feel like he's surrounded with better players.
Are you serious? He's the only one on that, other than Jimmy Butler now, he's the only one that can shoot. Ben Simmons has never hit a three in his entire. Markel
He can
Fultz
still- he
sucks.
can still drive in.
He doesn't even play. He does have
Yeah.
JJ Redick.
I mean, man, you're pushing it there.
I can see
Yeah,
when you
I-
say Jokic
Jokic-
has better talent around him because it's a better overall team. They're not three superstars. They're all good veteran pro players.
I mean, they're,
so
to
he gets
me,
better
they're-
at free throwing. Is a better field goal percentage. He has more assists per game. I think I'll stick with it. I think he's
Do
better.
you think
for his
Giannis is
team.
the MVP as of right now?
Yeah, I do.
Who on the Chiefs can make it to the Pro Bowl? Oh my God, guys, come on! This
What?
is KC3 Takes.
what was the question?
Ermson said, "Who on the Chiefs can make it to the Pro Bowl?" Let me answer this one. No one said anything. I think Patrick Mahomes, Eric Fisher, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, who else, guys? Who else do you think can make the Pro Bowl?
Did you say Tyreek Hill?
I did say Tyreek Hill. I did say Eric Fisher. I think he's pretty good. I don't think Kareem Hunt will make it. Just throwing that
Okay.
out there.
The point is,
yeah.
the Pro Bowl roster's already out. God,
Yeah.
You don't have to delay it.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah, they're also
Even though it's a complete joke that Eric Fisher got it and Chris Jones didn't.
Yeah.
And it just proves
D
that-
Ford too. I think D Ford would make it too.
Fans are idiots, and they should not allow fan votes. It should be like coaches
Well, our
voting
fans
or
are
league
smart
executive
on
voting.
this podcast. They are very smart. No, it's okay. I was just giving you a hard time. I appreciate you asking the question. Unlike Thomas and QSG. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. But
No,
yeah,
we're fine. We're just giving you a tough time. We appreciate you.
we do. Okay, you guys are amazing. Oh, stop it. All right. I think that wraps up this podcast, guys. I really did enjoy this. This was our longest episode. Make sure to share this podcast to all your friends, guys. We will try to expand this to Spotify, SoundCloud, all those, so then you can listen on your phone without looking at the video. Make sure to leave a like on this video. Comment what we should talk about. Comment who we should bring on the show, or try to at least. We do talk about the Royals right now. It's just off season. Spring training's coming up in a couple of months, so we'll definitely be getting into that. Other than that, do you guys have anything to say? You just plug anything.
Emerson said, "Do not go."
Emerson, we're at an hour and 24 minutes. I think it's time to go.
That's
Yeah.
light work.
I know. I had a 3-hour podcast last night. Not fun.
Light work.
All right, Jackson, you got anything to say?
Nah, not much.
All right, Sam.
I'm praying the Chiefs win tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we all are praying for the Chiefs to win tomorrow. But have a good New Year's Eve, guys. We'll be here on New Year's Day, I think. I don't know if Sam will be able to make it, but I'm pretty sure me and Jackson can make it.
If the Chiefs lose, the next episode is going to be horrible.
Yeah, if the Chiefs do lose, you guys need to. Only the real men need to show up.
I will go berserk.
I don't know if we should have Jackson on the show, to be honest.
If they lose, we're doing it tomorrow night. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly,
I think that's a
my
good
frustration-
idea. Okay.
My frustrations will be through the roof.
Hey, everybody. This is something. I like how Jackson said we'll be on tomorrow. If the Chiefs
I'll do it.
after
I'll do
tomorrow, after tomorrow, no matter what the outcome is, if you guys can now send voice memos on Instagram, go follow Sam at KC, what is it?
Kansas City Sports.
Kansas City Sports. Send him voice memos, and we'll try to get those on the podcast, and we can play those on this podcast,
Yeah.
and you guys can be heard. We can hear you guys, so we can understand what pain you guys are going through. And I feel like that's just another fan interaction, something new. If Sam's fine with that, then go ahead.
I'm definitely fine.
Yeah, I think that'll just
Spit my
Must be
DMs.
appropriate.
Yeah, we will only choose appropriate things.
And y'all can
And
send me some dope memes.
hey, Shadow Wicker, Shadow Wicker. That's your name, Shadow Wicker. That's what
No,
it is.
Shadow Wicker.
Okay,
It's not
guys,
Shadow
we don't
Wicker.
have time to argue this.
All right. Anyway, thank you for your sub. We appreciate it. Other than that, guys, have a great night. KC3 Takes is out. Peace.